Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Chit Chat with Jay. You know, it's always good having you guys viewing this channel, watching this show every day. You know, I bring my favorite celebrities here week in, week out. Today, I have with me a wonderful, wonderful, prolific music producer. And I want you guys to meet ANDREVIBEZ. Glad to have you on the show, bro.
Thanks
nice
for
to have
having
you.
me. Thank you.
Man, you're a serial hitmaker, man. You know, I understand you're the son of one of our very, very big legend, the late great musical icon, Victor Uwaifo.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did it feel like growing up with your musical dad?
It felt normal. It felt like, I mean, for the most part, it felt normal. Because, I mean, he's my dad, so I didn't realize how much of an icon he was. I know he was great. I know he was like really talented, but I think it was until I was 7 or 8 before I realized, you know, how big he was.
Amazing.
You know, yeah. But before then, I just always used to notice every now and then, sometimes when we go out or we're in the car, and then when people know he's the one driving, they just, you know, people are screaming Victor Uwaifo or running after the car or something, or when they see him, everybody wants to like come shake him or something. And but I think as at 7 was so before 7 I always used to watch videos of him, maybe when he travels, goes on tour and all of that. But at the age of 7 was the first time I experienced watching him like live, and you know, that was just a different feeling.
So what impact, you know, did it have on your life, like growing up with your dad and your career?
I mean, it's obvious, like in the music, you know, the whole music scene for me right now. Growing up with someone like that as your dad, and in a family of, you know, people that are into music, it would obviously influence, you know, my being in music right now. And I didn't even think I would do music until I was like 15, 16.
Amazing. That's
when, you know, I started to pick interest. But along the line, like from when I was little, somehow I was always interested. I just liked music. I used to listen to music, and because of the kind of music I was exposed to, my dad used to listen to a lot of classical music.
Oh, amazing.
So somehow I just listened to that, and I understood classical music, I understood sound, and I tried to learn, you know, playing the keyboard. You know, he got me like tutors to teach me, and that automatically helped me to, you know, just have like basics of, you know, music, you know, and all of that, sound and everything. I think that just, you know, evolved into what I do right now.
So how about your mom? You know, I know of your dad, who's a legend, you know, but I never heard of your mom. I don't know, a lot of people too haven't heard about her. Like, is she musically inclined?
No, not exactly, but my mom was also kind of like a creative. She was into like theater before she met my dad. She used to act and dance before she met my dad. But my mom is a teacher, and my mom is like she's a very quiet, you know, reserved woman.
Oh, so how did she cope in a house like that? Like,
she's
a teacher.
I mean, it's balanced.
I mean, his fame would surely rub off on her. Like when she goes to school to teach, was she like a school teacher?
She's a school teacher.
So how, I mean, when people see her, they're like, "That's Victor Uwaifo's wife."
Yeah, that's it now.
She must be really famous in school.
But she carries herself, you know, with respect and
with a lot of humility.
Yeah, humility. She's very humble, and you know, she's a very lovable person. When you see her, you know, she's smiling a lot and she's friendly with people. So, you know, it doesn't. By the time you get to know her, you just kind of like, you know, forget that everybody knows. Yeah, she's Victor Uwaifo's wife, but at the end of the day, she's who she is.
Well, I can tell your mom is really, you know, humble, because there's a rub off on you. I mean, with all your fame,
like,
you're still chilled.
Like I take that from her.
Yeah. So tell me, you are an in-house artist at Mavin Records, right?
Yeah.
And how did you meet Don Jazzy? Where did this relationship start from?
My cousin was the one who facilitated that. I just quit my job, and initially I just wanted to have like a one-on-one with Jazzy, with Don Jazzy, but I noticed my cousin you know, is friends with him. And I hit her up. I was like, yo, I'd like to meet him. And she was like, okay, she'll put in a word for me. And then he said he would see me when he's ready. And then, you know, I kind of like forgot about that. And 4 months had passed. And then I got a message from him saying that he's ready to see me, that I should come to the studio. And, you know, the rest is history.
The rest is
our
current
situation.
our present situation. All right. Yeah. I also learned that you won an award last year. Was it last year in December?
Yes.
$1 million cash prize.
Yeah.
I think it's the Beats Award.
Yeah.
You know, before that award and the cash prize you won, what was life like for you?
Life was going pretty well. I was doing pretty fine. I mean, it's nice to be appreciated for the work. Yeah, for my work. Like, I mean, it means a lot. It means that people, you know, they see the work I put in. They're hearing, you know, the music. They're listening to it and all of that. So, I mean, it was really nice. In fact, that was even the high point for me, because I won one award, but like I think I was the most nominated. I got like 4 nominations. Amazing. Yeah, and that's big for me. You know, considering, you know, I'm just, last year was like when I had like my big break. So it was really amazing for me. I mean, the $1 million part is a plus. Well, I mean, I have 1 million.
And that's a success story right there, man. So before you met with Don Jazzy and started producing, did you used to produce before? Like, you had some people you've worked with? You had works?
Yeah. I've been producing for a long time. People who know that, but like, people who don't know, I've been producing for like, this is my 17th year producing. I'm actually going to 18.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, actually going to 18. So I've been doing this at this level, at this pace for the longest time. It's just going mainstream was, you know, it's a different ball game. And then in the beginning, I just really used to enjoy just doing my thing myself, and it's always been the passion that's been driving me.
Oh yeah.
And then for a while I was in Benin, because that's where I lived and all of that. So in Benin, if you go back to the south, like, people know me, you know. So I've been doing things since, but also I try to like work with other people, but I'm just not the type to like pursue people. I like to prove myself. I like to show that, yeah, this is my stuff, and then have all that's come, you know, to me, like people come find me. And because I mean, you know, people sometimes when you chase after them, it's like,
they tend to elude you, you know.
Yeah.
So where are you originally from?
I'm from Edo State, Benin.
Oh wow.
Full bred.
Now that just sounded like I've never met your father before. Like, I didn't know your dad, even though I claim to. All right, I just wanted some people to know. That's an intentional question, so other people would know if they do not already know.
Benin, my both parents are from Benin, Edo State.
Okay, tell me, last year you produced this smash hit single, you know, by Ladipo featuring Buju.
Yeah.
Feeling. Right, yeah. So, and I was listening to you when you talked about that song, how the production went, how that you actually previously made the beat and you saved it on your system as SSSDDD. Like, it was just there. I know how producers vibe, you know, random names. And when Buju walked into the studio, Ladipo walked into the studio, listened to it, he fell in love with the song.
Yeah.
I mean, can you run me through the process, how it was for you? Did you ever think that was going to be a hit song when you did that beat and kept it? Did you have like premonitions?
I only knew it would be a hit song when we recorded it. Okay. But before, I think at the time when Ladypo had heard the beat, I played the beat for him. That's when I realized what I even made. Because I'd made, like I said, I made it down before. Like, I make other beats, I'll just make and save. Yeah. Most of them are not complete. Like, I just know that I'll get back to these beats when I have something, or I have like, you know, an artist who would vibe to it properly. Then I like to leave some space for the artists when they record. Then I can now build around it, you know, to just add stuff that I feel like would bring out, you know, what they are trying to, you know, pass in that song. But when I played the beat for Ladypo for the first time, I realized, I was like, oh, there's something here. There's something here, and if we execute this properly, you know, it has the potential to be a hit song. And I mentioned that, and it was like, yeah, great. I was like, yeah. But not until Buju came to the studio and recorded his parts before we knew that, okay, yes, there's something here and we need to complete the song. We need to, like, you know, do everything to make sure that it comes out exactly how we want it to come out, and, you know, then find a way to get it out there.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah. You said last year was your big break.
Yes.
Right. So prior to that time, you had this stuff going for you, and you did this song. How has this particular song, would you accredit it to this song that you did with Ladipoe? I mean, your whole big break. Yeah. And has it impacted your market value, like in terms of?
Oh, a whole lot. Yeah. A whole lot. I mean,
or affected your market value.
Yeah. I mean, I think feeling it's the song for me that, you know, gave me that big break. I mean, it was a massive song.
Yeah.
It is a massive song still, because last year that's the most streamed song the whole of Africa last year on Spotify. You know, one of the top stream songs on Apple Music. I think top 5, number 5. The whole
for 2021.
For 2021.
Amazing.
You know, it was just topping, you know, like charts everywhere here and there. It was number 1 in different countries. I'm not sure, but I think 6 to 7 countries at that time. And it was number 1, like, you know, for close to over a month.
Amazing, man. Yeah, that was for last year.
Yeah, that was
now we're talking about this year. I called you a serial hitmaker when we started. You see, currently you have a new joint you just dropped. Yeah. Should I talk about it?
Why not? I mean, yeah.
Calm Down by Rema, man. Yeah. It's banging.
Yeah.
That's a smash hit. Another one. Currently, I think last week someone told me it's topping like the charts in 8 countries. Right now.
Yeah.
Man, this guy. You know, I mean, talking about topping charts, man, you've been doing that since last year. Yeah. Can you just run us through the process, how you guys came, you know, together to make that masterpiece?
I mean, in Rema fashion, he comes to the studio, you know, we play beats. You know, I just play. So for him, we'll play beats. I play a couple of beats. He asks me to play beats. I play a couple of beats. Then he picks the one that he likes, he really vibes to. And then we start to record. That's how it was. So Rema, like, we could go a whole week or 2 weeks just recording back to back. That's what we do. Like, if he wants to work with you, he just, you know, focuses, you know, that energy and time, and then every day he will keep coming, you know, just come. But what he does is he comes to the studio each day. He tries to, like, finish one song. Next day we'll go to the next one, finish another one. So we're recording like that. But I think the day we did Calm Down, I mean, I just played beats for him, and I only immediately just connected to that beat, and we started recording immediately. And, you know, every other thing that you hear on the songs, all Rema, it just, you know, came up with those, you know, melodies. I mean, he's king of melodies.
Amazing.
Yeah, it just comes up with the melodies and then the flow and everything, and you know, it just really made sense. And
Rema is really good. I love Rema's songs.
Yeah.
He has a unique way of making his songs. Like, someone told me, like, Rema came through with the reverse style of singing. Like, you're singing in reverse.
Yeah,
it's
very,
really unique.
very, very unique. And I mean, I think it just, you know, makes more sense, because for me, whenever I create, I try to create, you know, out of the box, something that is totally fresh, you know, that it's not common out there. Or even if the sound is there, I just try to give it like a twist.
Yeah. So talking about market values, I mean, since you got your big break last year, have you been contacted by any foreign artists? Like foreigners, have you recorded with them? Have you made songs for them?
Yeah, I have like a couple. You know, some are still, like, you know, conversations are still ongoing. You know, I've had like foreign, international labels, their A&Rs reaching out, you know, wanting their artists wanting to work, or I send beat packs and stuff. It's just, I think that's like the normal stuff that just happens when you have like big songs.
Yeah.
You know, I've had like people who want to, like, you know, publishing companies who want to, like, just, you know, have my publishing and all of that, and I'm with a lot of money involved, but that decision is my own decision. If I want to or not. And I make my decisions based on, you know, how I feel and my goals, like my dreams,
Your
like
dreams,
where I intend to get to. So, because for everything I do, there's a plan. You know, I'm very intentional about everything I do. You know, so some people it might make sense to some people, it might not make sense to some other people.
I mean, it's your plan
yeah,
anyways.
it's my plan. So I focus on it and I don't let anything derail me. Just go and achieve it. So some people might go for like, oh, they're offering you like 100K for this, and because it's 100K is big money, they will run to it. But I'm not
like that. You have a standard.
Yeah, I don't because you can get the money at the end of the day, nothing will really come out of that. So I like to go for or work with people who I feel have the same vision. As I do, and we just work together. There's that synergy, there's that connection.
That's right. Well, Vibes, we've been talking about, I mean, your wins. Of course, you're a legendary producer. Trust me. All right, you're still, of course, we're all still growing, but already you're making a mark in your art. We've been talking about your wins all day. Can you tell me the challenges you face as a producer?
Yeah, I think one of the challenges I used to face was, I mean, back in the day before I had my break was, just having people or like artists believing. So there's this thing with people. It's a natural thing. It's the human nature. If you're not big, if you're not like up there, they don't really. They might know. Yeah, they know that this guy is dope and stuff. Yeah, but they just feel like he's not big, he's not this, so I rather go and work with the big guy or something, and they'll pay everything to. But I can give you the same thing, same value, same quality, even more. Do you understand? So I used to have that a lot. I'd work with a lot of people, a lot of dope guys. But at the end of the day, you work with them, and you think, you feel that ginger in the studio, that energy, but when they start dropping songs or releasing, you are left out.
That's right.
You're left out, and then because of that belief, you be like, okay, let's work. I believe in what you're doing and this and that. Let's try and do this together. And you're not putting money first, and then I put so much time and energy. At the end of the day, it doesn't work out, and then it just feels like I wasted all that time on the wrong person. So those were like that was like the major challenge for me. And I also faced challenges as an artist, because I also used to record my songs, but I kind of like stopped for a while, not like totally, but production just kind of like took a lot of my time, because I already had like my first break, well, I won't say mainstream, but it was like in the south region. I had like a hit song back in 2012.
Amazing.
So it kind of like I started having more guys that wanted to work with me.
So are you still going to pursue the career of an artist? Because I see a lot of producers these days, drop songs.
It's possible. I still have it. If I want to, I can. If I want to, I can. It will take some time, some brushing up here and there. It just takes, whatever you want to do. Like if you put in the time, put in that work.
Of course, you get it done.
Yeah, you get it done. So
Vibes, tell me, since your major break, have you, had this moment where you've said to yourself that this is the moment I'll never forget. This is the moment that did it for me. Have you ever said that to yourself?
Not exactly.
Like is there something in your career you'd never forget? Like down the line, to this point where you are right now?
I don't think I've gotten that yet.
Okay, you've never had this wow, I made it moment.
Nah, I don't think I will even have that.
You don't feel like if you're there yet?
Yeah, I don't even think I will have that, because I don't like to see myself as, this is that moment and I've arrived.
Exactly, yeah.
Because when you have that, you tend to start getting comfortable.
Exactly. So in 5 years from now, where would you like to see the Vibes brand?
Obviously, as a bigger brand, in 5 years, I want on my catalog, have like some international, production credits. I would also, would have wanted to, or want to start like my own outfit or something, you know, like an entertainment company, management company or something of the sort, a media company, something. It's just, I mean, I have these plans already. It's just for everything I do is like one step at a time. And when it feels right, you know, I think I'll get there.
So who are like your biggest influences in the production industry, so to speak? Let's say
Internationally and
yeah,
locally.
internationally and locally.
Locally, I mean, Jazzy Don Jazzy.
It's Jazzy
is
again.
major. We have Cobams.
Yeah.
OJB Jezreel, late OJB Jezreel. I think there's ID Kabasa too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, ID Kabasa too.
Yeah, that's an OG.
Yeah. Then internationally, Timbaland, Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, Kanye. Yeah, Kanye.
Who's your number one internationally?
I don't have a number one. I never have a number one.
You know, particular other.
Yeah, I never have a number one. Like I don't rate one over the other because they all have like different, you know, stuff that they bring. You know, I take from here, I take from here, I take from here. I have what, you know, I take from this guy. I have what I take from this guy.
So who do you listen to when you produce? You know, some people like I was speaking with an artist one day. He said, listen, man, before I start writing my songs, I'll just play somebody in my head. I'll just play like old school rap music in my head, and that gives me sort of like an inspiration to build something. So do you listen to people before you start producing, or you just bring everything from the top?
I try not.
Everything comes out from within.
Yeah, I try not to listen to people.
Okay.
I try not to listen to songs when I'm, you know, creating. I don't like to. I've listened to a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I still listen to songs, but when I'm about to create, I try to stay away from listening to like music. I don't like, you know, listening to stuff and unconsciously have those songs influence what I'm trying to create.
Music, exactly.
Yeah, because sometimes the way our brain we take things in
of
and
course.
then you don't know, and then you start
it stays
creating.
in your subconscious.
It stays in your subconscious, and then you create and you think it's original.
Exactly.
And then maybe at some point you play, you'll not be like, oh, this thing sounds like this.
Yeah, nostalgia.
Yeah, sometimes I play it and I won't even realize.
Yeah.
It's maybe after a while I now hear maybe that song that I got that from, and then I'm hearing, I'm like, oh wow.
But come to think of it, no idea is original.
No idea is original, but when it comes, I don't know how will I put it now. I just
you just like to create something that's different.
That is different. I like just my head, you know, my head space blank and just empty and
amazing stuff.
But I get inspiration from, you know, older songs. I like to go back. I still like to go back to like the 2000s, 1990s to just listen, because I feel like that era of music was what influenced, you know, my style of music and, you know, production and my sound. So I always go. So anytime I feel like, oh, there's this creative, you know, I have creative producer's block or whatever.
Yeah.
I just try to go back and listen to songs, play a lot of songs from YouTube, just listen to them and, you know.
So what's your ritual like whenever you have like producer's block or creative block? What's your ritual? Do you just listen to songs, or you go outside? Some people go to the beach. Some people just.
I go to the beach sometimes alone. Just go to the beach alone to just, you know, clear my head. And then I watch a lot of movies or documentaries, or I watch like these comedy skits on YouTube. These IG comedians and.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So finally, how would you like your legacy to be remembered as a creative?
I mean, I think I've started laying the legacy already in the kind of like production, in the quality of production I put out there. And, you know, I think I'm still on that journey on creating like a unique brand for myself. So I feel like over time it would happen. I don't like to put too much emphasis on like the now. Like I like to give space for what could be, you know. So because sometimes you have these plans and then, you know, somehow life just, you know, changes that for you. So but yeah, I mean, I want that even when I'm done doing this, if I ever stop, you know, the songs that I put out there would still be, you know, very heavy. Like it would still be very inspirational and influential to the kind of sound that they would do like in the future, 10, 20 years from now, and you know, beyond.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
Still Chit Chat with Jay. Nice having you, my brother.
My pleasure, bro.
I know your dad left a legacy, and thank God you're doing the same thing. I mean, you're still keeping the name.
Yeah.
So this is the Victor Uwaifo dynasty, all right?
Yeah.
And we've got ANDREVIBEZ on Chit Chat. Nice to have you. Just tell them your Instagram handles and social media handles.
Okay, so you can catch me on my social media platforms. On Instagram, it's ANDREVIBEZ. ANDREVIBEZ spelled as ANDREVIBEZ. And then on Twitter, it's at ANDREVIBEZ_. And then on Snapchat, yeah, on TikTok rather. I'm on TikTok now. ANDREVIBEZ official. So yeah.
Man, guys, you have it. Go follow ANDREVIBEZ. Just tell them to keep watching Chit Chat with Jay.
Yo, keep watching Chit Chat with Jay.
That's right. See you guys later.
All right.